Hey friends, John Bush here at Porcupine Freedom Festival 2021. I was just going on a walk to go grab some items from our campsite and thought I would drop a line with a quick video because if you haven't been to PorcFest, you definitely got to check it out. Super groovy camp out Liberty Festival with a lot of people. This year the event was sold out. There's going to be 2,500 people plus in attendance, and that's a pretty cool thing to see. The Liberty movement has grown so much. This is like my 7th PorcFest, I think. Kind of lost count. Been coming for years. Went a few years ago, maybe 2018, and then hadn't gone for a few years before that. But before that, my ex-wife and I just came a whole lot. But since then, it's grown considerably, and it's a project put on by the Free State Project. It's really a big marketing ploy by the Free State Project to try to get people to move to New Hampshire. The Free State Project is an effort that was started several years ago, I don't know, in 2005, somewhere around then. And some intellectuals got together. Jason Sorens was one of them. He's here. And they're like, what if we had a bunch of libertarians move to a state that's relatively free and that was easy to persuade and to change towards freedom? Some of the other states I think that were high in the running were Wyoming and Montana, but ultimately they landed on New Hampshire. And one of the reasons they landed on New Hampshire is because, first, it has relative economic freedom, social freedom, and also because it's easy to influence the government here. Look at this pretty dog. Oh, look at that dog. He looks nice. Yeah, it's easy to influence the government towards freedom. Specifically, what I mean is that they have a state representative body with over 500 people, and there's 3 representatives for each political jurisdiction. Each state rep race has 3 different people that get elected. And so over the past several years, they've managed to have over 100 liberty-minded Free State Project participants in the state house. And they've really rolled back the scope of government considerably. Now, mind you, there's still a whole lot of work to do, and there's still statist Republicans and Democrats in office. But compared to most other places, look at this view. It's relatively free. Let me see if I need to touch my camera screen here because I'm not able to do that. Let me try this because the view is absolutely beautiful. You guys got to check it out. Let's see here. Damn, I can't change the camera. Here we go. Nope. All right, never mind. You won't be able to see the view. You'll have to come here for yourself. Wait a second. Oh, no. All right. There it is. Look at that. Wow. There in the foreground, there's a bunch of kids just playing. All right. It's like multiple generations of freedom, rocking and rolling, moving and grooving, enjoying life to the fullest. There's liberty luminaries, influencers, podcasters, activists. There's all sorts of folks. There's huge agorist vending areas. We're up here in the mountains of northern New Hampshire, Lancaster. And yeah, so like I said, I've been coming for years, and it's really exciting to see the growth of the movement. And this 2,500 person event is indicative of the growth of the liberty movement in general. So I've been into activism since 2002. I guess the liberty movement, Ron Paul really helped to spark the modern libertarian movement in 2007. And it's just been growing and growing and growing and growing. And the government is one of the best players on our team, waking people up, overstepping their bounds. And with 2020 and all the tyranny that came with COVID, it's pretty clear for many people that something is off, and a lot of people are looking for solutions. I gave a talk on freedom cells yesterday. It was well attended. I tried to record it, but the audio was a little bit thrown off. And a lot of people were open and interested in that idea, more radical, direct action, peer-to-peer solution. As you can see, there's politicos, there's agorists, there's the Libertarian Mises Caucus, which I'm trying to challenge some folks to a debate about agorism versus Libertarian Party activism. Americans for Prosperity's here. So you got conservative libertarians, you got conservative activism, you got radical agorism, cryptocurrency. There's Bitcoin maximalists, there's shitcoiners. It's just a great bunch of people. What I really like to see is all the kids running around. It's the future generation that's growing up, totally inspired to live a free life because they see their parents speaking about and living these principles. And it's pretty badass. And that's what really gives me hope. Future generations. Here we have Daniel Schmaltz. There he is. Look at that. Filming the filmer. Hi. That's right. So, super duper cool. And now we have my kiddos working a booth here, slanging some kratom, little entrepreneurs, all things that are good. So, next year in June, the Porcupine Freedom Festival is happening again. Very much would like you to come participate, and you could see what it's like to experience freedom. It's a week-long festival, and then afterwards they do PorcFest, which is another thing. Let me show you one of the main stages so you can kind of get a glimpse of how people are doing, how people are congregating. Maybe there's an event going on. Tom Woods is speaking. There's a lot of other main stage speakers. So I don't know how they're going to pack 2,500 people down there. Here's another nice view for you. Look at that. Wow. So there you go. Candy Warrior says, anything like this in Iowa, Kansas, or Missouri? Definitely not anything like this, but there are liberty communities. And one way you can get tapped in is through the Freedom Cells website, freedomcells.org. You can join there and put yourself on a map. Not your actual address, but address down the street, address down the road, park, coffee shop. It'll drop a pin on a big map. Other people have done that, and you can find some people that might be in your area that would like to meet up, do cool stuff, garden together, pull your kids out of public school. So, yeah. Peace and freedom. John Bush, Freedom Cells, rocking and rolling, moving and grooving here at PorcFest, making me feel optimistic and hopeful. If you are one of those liberty activists or conspiracy researchers that spends most of your time behind the computer, I can totally understand why you might be stressed out and might be pessimistic about the prospects for liberty. But if you're out here living the good life and experiencing freedom firsthand, it gives you a totally different perspective. So for those of you that are feeling frustrated or angry, I encourage you to get out into the world, start taking actions in your life where you're actually experiencing freedom and living free. And a lot of that has a self-fulfilling prophecy effect, a cumulative effect, and exponential effect on the quality of your life and the experience of freedom in your world. All right, this is John Bush. Peace and freedom. I'm out.